Alright, today we are going to use the graph to solve quadratic equations like this. Alright, so let's start with plotting the graph. Okay. The graph is given by the equation 3x squared minus 2x plus 4. So first, we will sub in the value of negative 2. Alright, because the first x value is negative 2, so we have 3 times negative 2 squared minus 2 times negative 2 plus 4. And that will give us the corresponding y values. Do you all get the y value?
Yeah.
The y value is 20. Very good. Thank you. Now, all you need to do now is very simple. Take your calculator, just edit the numbers in the brackets. You don't have to retype everything. Just use the arrow button and the backspace button. You just change the numbers. And when it's negative 1, your corresponding y values will be 9. When it's positive 1, the corresponding y values will be 5. And when it's 2, the corresponding y values will be 12. Okay, next we will proceed to plot. 2 cm 5 unit on the y-axis, 2 cm 1 unit on the x-axis. So every line is like that. 10 lines, 5 units. 1 line you divide by 10, right? So 5 divided by 10 is 0.5. So we'll count here as 0.5, 1.0, 1.5, 2.0, 2.5. Alright, same thing for the x-axis. 10 lines is 1 unit. And therefore, 1 line is 0.1. So we'll count 0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, and so on. So, okay, take some time, complete the axis. So this is 1, 2, 3, and that's it, right? And then on the left-hand side, negative 1 and negative 2. Whereas for your y-axis will be 5, 10, 15, 20, and all the way to 25. Okay, can you please now plot the points? I suppose you all have plotted already, right? Negative 2, 20 will be here. Negative 1, 9 will be here. 0, 4, 1, 5, 2, 12, and 3, 25. Alright, so that's how much time you need to plot it. We are going to plot the U shape. So down here, you realize that the minimum point after the 0 and before the 1, I will curve up. So I usually will draw this part because this part is the more complex one. And then I will join the rest of the crosses. Okay. Alright, so that's how you get this. Alright, the focus of today's lesson is solving these 3 equations above. I'm going to write down the 3 equations. First, how do we solve that is, the graph is called y equals to 3x squared minus 2x plus 4, right? That's the name of the graph. You are asked to solve part 1, 3x squared minus 2x plus 4 equals to 12. Now, this expression here can be converted to y because 3x squared minus 2x plus 4 is y. So, in order to solve this, you need to draw y equals to 12. So far following, I need to draw y equals to 12. So now I'm going to show you how to draw y equals to 12. Okay, we look at the graph. And y equals to 12 is down here. 10, 11, and 12. Y equals to 12 is down here. So in order to draw y equals to 12, I need to draw a horizontal line cutting y at 12. Now, what are the two x values that intersects y equals to 12 and the curve? The red line and the blue line, what are the intersecting points? So now we will read the x-axis. The point is negative 1.3. negative 1.3. And the next point is 2. So when we write the answer, we will write x equals to negative 1.3 or x equals to 2. So now, let's look at part 2 here. You realize that this is different from your y. This left-hand side is different from your y. So we want to make it the same as looking as the y. We have to make it the same. So one easy way is whatever values that's not the same, we put onto the other side first. So 3x squared, same, right? We leave it. Negative 2x, same, right? We leave it. But you realize that this is not the same. So I will bring this negative 3 over to the other side. Okay, this is by far the easiest way to do this type of question. The negative 3 I bring over, you become positive 3. Now, in order to make it exactly the same as the box, I need to add a 4 on the left. And whatever I do on the left, I need to do it on the right to balance. So again, you know that this is called y. Equals to 7. What must we do to this? We must draw it. So we will draw y equals to 7 in order to solve this equation. We must draw y equals to 7 in order to solve this. Okay, so now once more, I'm going to draw. So y equals to 7, 5, 6, 7. So I will draw another horizontal line. And this is y equals to 7. That will give me 2 more x values. The first one is negative 0.7. And the second x value will be 1.2. So in my answer, I will write down x equals to negative 0.7 or x equals to 1.2. Now, yours may be slightly different, right? By 0.1. It's okay. By 0.1 is okay. So yours may be negative 0.6 or yours may be negative 0.75 or negative 0.8. These are okay. It need not be exactly the same. For part 3, we are asked to solve 3x squared minus 2x plus 4 equals to x plus 6. Now you realize that this side is already your y, right? So no need to shift anything over. Just leave it as y equals to x plus 6. Again, this is your y. You look at here at the box. This is called y. So y equals x plus 6. What must you do? You must draw y equals to x plus 6. How do you draw? You form a simple table. Now, let's say we are short of time. Like now, we are short of time. We can use how many points? 2 is enough. If you have time, you use 3. I use 2 now because let's say short of time. When x is 0, y is 0 plus 6, so it's 6. When x is 1, I just choose any number on the x-axis. When x is 1, y is 1 plus 6 is 7. So I will plot 0, 6, 1, 7. Okay. I'll plot 0, 6. Here, 0, 6. 1, 7 is down here. Okay, so this will be my y equals to x plus 6. So it's getting a bit messy, so I'll zoom in a little bit. Okay, I will cut at this point here. This is negative 0.4. A bit messy already. Negative 0.4. And this point here will be 1.4. Yours may be different by like 0.1 only lah. So this will be the two final answer. And therefore, x equals to negative 0.4 or x equals to 1.4. That is how we solve this equation. Okay, number one, we convert this part to y. We draw the line and we find the intersection points.